that
It's
earlier.
Matthew
I
Golden.
asked you to stop bringing up Matthew Golden because he burned ASU in the college football playoff in overtime, and then you referred to him as Marcus
Yes,
Golden.
well, there you go.
I'm a big Marcus Golden fan. I don't know that he would want to play receiver.
Junk.
Hey, what's up, dog? That's the dog of dogs right there. What up, dog?
But you agree, not just an active offseason, but a pretty effective one so far in the sense that you go into the offseason, you say, okay, maybe we have these, 4, 5, 6 needs, whatever Monty and that front office identified. And I would say for the most part now, you've trimmed that down to about 1, 1.5. I mean, now you're improving.
Interior offensive line, as far as I'm concerned. That is the one area you still have to look at, interior offensive line. But when you think about it, you go out and you sign Josh Sweat. You bring that edge guy in, that force, that is going to be huge. And Dalvin Tomlinson, oh, man, over and over and over again. I got to pinch myself that Dalvin Tomlinson is going to be here. He's going to be here, and he's going to play over the center. He's going to play over the guards, of course, an interior defensive lineman, a guy that is going to pair, I think, really well with Josh Sweat.
All right. Joining us right now on the Arizona Sports Line is Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray. Kyler, we appreciate you joining us. Of course, you got the first annual Kyler Murray Foundation Celebrity Softball Game at Salt River Fields coming up May 17th. So thanks for the time. How are you doing?
Y'all can hear me? Am I live?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Kyler?
What's happening? How are y'all?
We're doing okay,
We're doing good, man.
Good to see y'all. Well, unfortunately, it's virtually, but
yeah, it's good to see you too. The softball game that you have coming up. What inspired you to put this together?
Yeah, just for me, wanted to bring the community together. Obviously, it's for a great cause, and I was blessed. I feel like personally, I haven't done enough or done as much as I would like to do in community, and in this world in general. I was, like I said, God blessed me with the ability to play the game of football, baseball, and to have this platform. So for me, it's my duty to give back to the less fortunate, people that need help or in need. Because it's just like I said, it weighs on my heart heavy, and I think this is going to bring the community together, have a good day, and to be able to give back is a great thing.
You know what, Kyler? It seems like an incredible event. It really does. Just reading some of the notes right here, but. Who do you got coming in? What are some of the big names you got coming in?
Obviously we got some teammates, which, my guy Trey just got paid, so he'll be playing. It's a big day for him. Marv, a lot of CD. Larry's gonna coach. I think Kurt Warner might coach. We got some Arizona legends, some soon-to-be Arizona legends, and some guys coming from out of state. That I think it'll be a good time. Fans I think will enjoy it. Hopefully, we can sell a lot of tickets and have a good day.
Yeah, that's a pretty great lineup there. Now, look, you played baseball at a pretty high level, so you're going to kind of have an advantage over everybody still, right?
See, I don't know how this game. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm not trying to. I don't want to be the guy that tries too hard and underperforms. You know what I mean? But I definitely think I still got it.
Nice.
So when is all of this exactly happening, Kyler?
May 17th. May 17th. It's going to be a community day. We'll have a lot of games, a lot of different sponsors here sponsoring the game, a lot of different things that kids, fans can do besides just coming out here and watching us play softball. I think it'll be really interactive, and I think it'll be a great day.
Yeah, Kyler, how can they get involved as well? Where do they got to go?
As far as
fans, as far as them wanting to come out and watch, is it just a matter of buying a ticket at the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking to Kyler Murray. Kyler, wanted to ask you a few football questions here, too, while we have you. I just wanted to get your thoughts just about this offseason. Wolf and I were just talking. The Cardinals have been pretty aggressive this offseason. I saw, it's cool you were in South Korea and you were still able to check in when they added Josh Sweat. So just a move like that, what does that tell you about this team right now?
Yeah, I personally, I think, as far as last season went, I think we made a lot of strides. Obviously, I know we didn't end the season the way we wanted to end it. I know we felt like we should have been in the playoffs. I believe that we should have been in the playoffs. We have to be better in certain situations, and I truly believe that we will be better next season in those situations, be able to take that next step, get over the hump. In this offseason, I think we're on the right, on the right path to adding the new additions of Josh. You got Dalvin, a lot of other guys, but I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I know Monty. I trust Monty's plan, JG's plan. Doing it the right way, building through the draft while also being aggressive in free agency. So I'm super excited.
Kyler is a fullback and a wedge buster. I hated OTAs.
Yeah, I feel you.
How do you feel about OTAs? Can a quarterback get better?
Yeah, I believe so. The only knock I have on OTAs would probably be the fact that we come together and then we have to leave, for a month as you're training together and you're kind of building up this momentum and then everybody just goes away, So if it was kind of up to me, I think maybe either you push back OTAs and just you once you start and you get there, you kind of roll on into the season that way, but. I personally feel like I get better during OTAs. I think a lot of it for me is timing with the guys when it comes to routes, and just being on the field. There's nothing like being on the field and being getting those live reps. Obviously, you're not playing the game and it's not moving as fast as the actual game, but there's something to be said about being on the field with each other and putting that time in with each other.
We're talking to Kyler Murray, and Kyler, you mentioned Trey McBride, who again will be at your celebrity softball game on May 17th. He also did just get paid. He's the highest paid tight end in NFL history now. Just what can you tell us about how you've seen him grow and how much he makes your job easier on the field?
Yeah, I've never played with a tight end like Trey. So I've had safety blankets in my past, but to have a guy like this who is really a safety, they say growing up when you play quarterback and tight ends, the quarterback's best friend. And this guy right here is the true definition of that. Doesn't matter if he's covered, which most of the time he's not because he runs great routes, which is, the minority for, tight ends usually. But this dude's super athletic. He loves the game. It's just great to see his maturation because I remember when he came in as a rookie, he didn't get as many reps as he would like to, obviously with Zach being there. But coming from being a wide-eyed rookie to making mistakes and having those rookie mishaps to now being a guy who can correct other guys and get us in the right stuff and tell people what they're doing. It's a beautiful thing to see. He's well deserved. Like I said, he deserves every penny of it. Personally, I believe he's the best in the league. I think he's going to continue to grow, and I think the sky's the limit, not only for me and him, but just us as a unit. I love our receiving core and I love our offense.
Kyler,
obviously we can get better, but
yeah, no doubt about it, man. You can always get better, of course. Can you improve chemistry between you and Marvin Harrison Jr. without pads on in practice? Can you actually do that?
Yeah, for sure.
Why, Kyler?
No doubt about it. I mean, that's just that it has to be done. You asked me that question. I think you could ask all of the 31 quarterbacks in the league or starters that that's how we get better from middle school, pee-wee to high school to college. It's not these periods of not being able to play live football are always been a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always that's so you have to get better when the bullets aren't flying. We got to hone in and routes on air, whether it's just me and him going out to the field. It doesn't even have to be the whole unit, just me and Marv. So I'm excited to get this thing going. And I know people don't really understand how difficult it is rookie year to want to do what you want to do, but at the same time, everyone watching the game from the TV or the stands doesn't understand how the game has to slow down for that individual, So,
big time.
And that's the part that people don't understand and they don't really realize is, he told me, like week 9 or 10, it was later in the season. He was like, bro, that Buffalo game was moving fast as hell, and I didn't know that. I couldn't have told you that, but he felt that. You know what I mean? So, I didn't find that out till later in the season, and I'm like, bro, like, you can communicate. You know what I mean? Like as he got more comfortable and understanding, like, bro, just talking and just communicating with each other, he starts to open up because he is a guy And I understand him in the sense of, he's got this name and he wants to just come in and prove himself. People say he's not talkative. Well, they would have said I wasn't talkative my rookie year either, because all I wanted to do was come in and show guys I'm worth what, where they picked me and who I am, So I understand that part of his personality. But as he gets more comfortable, he's going to continue to grow, and I truly believe that.
Kyler, have you seen some of the quarterbacks coming out in this year's draft? Shedeur Sanders, of course, Cam Ward, Jackson Dart. Have you watched any of these guys?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on it every year. I'm on it.
Are you really?
I mean, I'm a big. I love football, so when it comes to like watching these college kids.
Who do you think is the best one, Kyler? Who do you think? How would you rank those three guys?
I'm not gonna go into all that.
You're not gonna go into that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that. But no, I hope that they all have long careers and success.
Well, Kyler, we appreciate this, man. We're looking forward to the softball game on May 17th, and good luck with that, and good luck this season. All right.
Thank you, dude.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you. That's Kyler Murray joining us right there on the Arizona Sports Line. And yeah, May 17th, the first annual Kyler Murray Foundation Celebrity Softball Game at Salt River Fields. He gave you a list of some of the people, and they're still building the list. But I mean, Larry Fitzgerald and CeeDee Lamb, and obviously Trey McBride, and maybe Kurt Warner, and it's
star-studded.
Great access too. I mean, you're going to be right there at Salt River Fields, and it's we just get the ticket. You go there. They're going to have interactive, different events for the kids, so you can be right there. There was a part of it too where you bring two cans of food, and you get entered in a raffle to win some Kyler Murray memorabilia. So it should be a really fun day, but also for a really good cause too.
Very cool, man. I'm so happy he's doing it.
That was, we're going to react to some of that too. It's interesting, some of the stuff he said about Marv and going into year two. In fact, we'll react to it when we come back. It's Wolf and Luke on Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
Join KTAR and Arizona Sports April 12th in Tempe for Pats Run. This 4.2-mile run-walk finishes on the 42-yard line at Mountain America Stadium, home of ASU Sun Devil football. Celebrate the legacy in every stride, honoring Pat Tillman's life as an ASU Sun Devil, Arizona Cardinal, and Army Ranger. New this year, the post-race Tillman Tailgate. Enjoy live music.